Hey, yo there! Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any videos. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the video.
Melody?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi. What's up? Other than the obvious. The others aren't here.
bad. Yeah. Just paranoid about who could be listening. You know how it is.
Never know who's on those cameras. Though the lights aren't on, so no one's watching as of right now.
Sure.
Even if we
Well-
are, let's be real, Violet won't intervene, and Matea's stupid.
Yeah, but he'd probably still mention me talking to you. He'd find it odd.
That is fair. Oh well. You can still tell when it happens.
Sure. Have been thinking about the whole going after who next thing.
Right?
And should we go ahead and get another easy one, or do we want to get a difficult one out of the way?
I was thinking maybe Nyx might be good to be next. She's going to be the biggest pain.
Yeah. The biggest issue would be...
And we can get some of the others while she's out of commission.
True. Especially ones that she might be more protective of.
Like Sammy.
Yeah. She's going to be difficult to get alone. Well, alone in an area where you would have the advantage, at least. Because I don't think you want to go to her room.
No, getting her alone is easy. I could always lead her to the scooping room. She does want to scoop me.
True.
And she got that room fixed.
Again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
well,
want me to
it wasn't
handle it,
her, it was
or-
Violet.
Should I go handle it, or...
I would say yes, but in my small lapse of judgment, I did realize that if we want any potential of anyone getting fixed by someone who isn't your bestest of friends, it would be best that that room remains intact. Annoying, I agree, but...
If we do that, if we were to use the scooping room as bait, in a way, I don't know if I feel comfortable with her having access to that so close. Unless there's a bit of an extra risk. But,
what are your thoughts? Go on.
whenever we notice that she seems to want to go over there for whatever reason, I could go in the room and keep her from opening the door from the maintenance side.
Luckily enough, I can teleport slight distances. If you can keep the door closed to her leaving the maintenance, I can just teleport into the room if the door's already locked and closed. Which I can do and then teleport out.
This is true, but it also still gives her direct access into the scooping room, unless she isn't near that door whenever you get in there. So either I block the way to the hallway or I block the way to the scooping room.
I mean, we would need her in the main portion, the main scooping, like the main scooper room.
Are you sure you want to go in there?
Oh, I've got no problem. I don't even need to go into the room. I can just teleport into the control room. And the thing won't turn on unless somebody flicks the switch. And while it would only rip out her endo, it wouldn't do what I need. It would at least put her into a decommissioned state.
Then would you have to go after her again, or would you handle what you need to handle after
I could
she's
handle what I need to
decommissioned?
handle after she's decommissioned.
Okay.
I'd have to put her endo back, but I know how to do that. That's not too hard. Unlike you other animatronics, I have smaller hands.
True. So, we'll probably talk more in detail about what to do next with who to do next.
Yeah.
But more than likely, people that she cares more about, so that way she can't attack you for it.
I really do think it might need to be Sammy next.
I need to find a way to get her to you.
Sammy's going to be a little hard.
One. Yeah, I'll try and think about that one a bit more.
I'll give this girl this. Skittish but smart.
Very true.
And Sammy will put up a fight. Or, at the very least, Coco will. Bit of trouble that one is.
Yeah, we'll think it over. The usual things that I would use, I don't know if they'll work. Not anymore.
No. And we have to be really careful that you're not doing it too much.
So far as I'm aware, the only thing that's suspicious is whenever I went and spoke directly to Nox.
I don't think Nox has told anyone that you've said anything, though.
I think he mentioned it once. I think it was at murder, but it was offhand and there was other things going on.
I wouldn't
so I
have
don't know
known.
who all retained it. As far as I'm aware, he's only mentioned once.
As long as Fiona doesn't mention anything, then it shouldn't be too suspicious. But too many times.
Well, I don't think she saw me whenever I moved her eggs.
No, but I mean, you mentioned that I had taken them.
I mentioned that I suspected, but true. I'll have to be careful.
All good. It just means maybe you keep more to the shadows for a little bit and I do a little more of the dirty work. I don't mind. Doesn't bother me. I've done it once. I'll do it again.
If you find anything that needs heavy lifting, I don't have to talk much. I can just do actions whenever no one's around. Like with the scooping room.
That'll be the main thing. I'll just need someone to block the door so that she doesn't leave into maintenance from the main scooping room. That's my main worry. But if that's the case, then she'll be decommissioned before she realizes it's you at the door.
Sure.
That would be my main worry, but... Oh, I should mention, one of the employees has gotten a little bit, nosy recently. One of the daytime staff.
Oof, don't really see much of them.
I don't really see much either other than the daytime, but Violet was making comments to Springy about her leaving a mess in the kitchen. Apparently, Springy and Polly have both been using the kitchen and leaving a mess for our poor chef. And from what little I've been poking around, he also caught Violet without her glove.
That's not good.
So we may end up with another aware employee. Although I think we already have one. I'm not sure. The bartender, I don't know if you've seen much of her. She doesn't leave much of the bar, but she stares whenever she sees any of us.
I keep the stages. She stares.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of her other than maybe the main room. When she'd come in.
She's got ears and tail. Usually is a pretty good indication of something. Plus, I've seen her before. I don't know where, but I've seen her before. She reminds me of someone else.
What do we do then? If they find out?
Not much we can do. I've got no qualms with either of them.
Think they'll try and kick up a fuss?
Oh, if they do, there's going to be a lot of angry ghost kids that are going to cause issues. No, I don't think so. If I know anything about any employees here, Afton's pretty good at bringing employees that have either kept their mouth shut in the past or can be kept quiet. It's also just really hard for an adult to look at a bunch of kids and tell them that they want to let that information to the world.
True.
If they do cause issue, well, then we'll just kill them. Well, you guys struggle to leave a little bit because you're on the bigger end. I have no issues. I still visit FSH periodically to try to keep an eye on the place because Conjurer is still actively there.
How are they doing? Spoke to Felix not too long ago.
The humans have become a little more aware of things. Seems that they have become aware that children haunt the halls. I will say the manager...
to find out about a lot of kids at once.
33 of them, unless you count me and Lullaby. Then that's 35. I don't think they know how it happened. The animatronics aren't really aware of that either. They seem a bit confused on the whole thing, but to be fair, you all were confused when you first came to life, so...
True. Oh, before I forget, I did end up telling Felix and I think Drew.
About?
They mentioned Conjurer, and so I essentially told them that if he tried to make some sort of deal and just to stay away. But
that's good.
Apparently he has his claws in with
Callie.
one of the groups over there, yeah.
Yeah. He seemed to favorite that one.
And I also told them that if given the option between the three of you, that you are the one for them to try to rely on. Hopefully they won't need that option, but...
Hopefully, yeah. I've kept a little bit of an eye on what he's been doing. Mostly he's just trying to pit everyone against each other. But Drew is an interesting character. She's made friends with some that Conjurer's had his strings on. And they seem to be questioning things. I think they have it handled for the most part, but I'm keeping an eye. I would hate
That
for
would be
him to
good.
throw a tantrum and hurt someone.
True.
Specifically because there are 2 new puppets there.
Oh dear.
They have no kids. Cooking and baking. I can only imagine what Afton has in store for them. Whatever it is, it's not good.
Poor things.
Those poor kids. But in the meantime, let's see if we can figure out what exactly Nyx's patterns are when it comes to going near the scooping room, huh?
I'll try and keep an eye on whenever she leaves her room. That'll start with whatever hint there might be.
Thank you, Jack, for helping. I could just
Of
be brute
course.
forcing this like before, but it's a bit easier to have some help.
Doing it alone never seemed to do great for you. And I know you're doing it for a good reason, so I don't see any problem with helping.
I appreciate that you trust me, Jack. I really do.
Of course.
All right, I'm gonna get some sleep before night mode happens.
Mm.
Goodness knows how aggressive I'll be tonight. Those puppets have been so aggressive the past few nights. I don't know what it
Wonder
is with the
why.
kids. They feel something. Wonder if it has to
You
do with the
think
employees.
maybe you think something's coming? Storm's brewing?
A little bit. They seem to be getting excited.
Mm.
That's what makes me
Oh
think maybe we'll
boy.
get another new employee that's a bit aware soon. It'll be interesting.
Wish you luck.
Keep an eye out for him. From
Mm-hmm.
what I have seen, he seems to be a good kid.
I'll do what I can.
All